Today we took delivery of what is going to become our gin still, slash still for infusing botanicals into liquor. I'm less excited to make gin on it, I'm more excited to make Ouzo. When I cleared out my parents' house in the basement to move here, I found an experiment that like 13 or 14-year-old me did, and it was creating my own Ouzo. This is step one. After we put it together, still need to get registered with the federal government. I have to modify my permit. Once that kicks into place, I still need to get it plumbed both for heating and for cooling. So there's gonna be a little bit of time before we even ever get to fire it up for the first time. We're a couple weeks away from that, at least. The reason I have this still is we did a little design work with the manufacturing company. This is going to be a vapor infusion, which means as the alcohol vapor rises up through the column, it's actually going to pass through this thick bed of botanicals, and as the vapor passes through the botanicals, it's going to draw out the essential oils and in turn the flavor of those botanicals and carry them through into the final product. So vapor infusion is specifically what we're doing. Works pretty straightforward. First we make liquor, usually vodka. We're going to load up this pot with the vodka, then we're going to start to throw heat to it. As we start to heat it up, the alcohol is going to rise through this column. It's going to pass through this basket we have hidden in here, which will be loaded with different botanicals, spices, herbs, things that have flavor to them. As the alcohol vapor passes through there, it's going to climb through those botanicals. It's going to draw out the essential oils of those botanicals, carrying them with them out through the side. It's going to come through here into this thing. This is a condenser, and what it's going to do, it's going to take that hot alcohol steam and it's going to convert it into cold liquid product, in this case gin, maybe an Ouzo, and it's going to come out here. We're going to collect it. Can't tell you anything about runtime yet because haven't run it yet. We're at least a couple weeks away for all the piping and actual install to come together. Got to make sure our permit's amended to show that we have this. So realistically, we're probably a couple months away from seeing a product on our shelves made on this. So you factor in setup time, recipe, and process fine-tuning. But really, really, really excited to share with you guys what I'm making on here.